Hello everyone and welcome to another Thomas video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Jeskai Ascendancy in Thomas format. So currently the hype going around in Modern at the moment is with this card called Jeskai Ascendancy. There is a one-turn kill if you have already set up the Jeskai Ascendancy on the battlefield with the Emery Lurker of the Lock. If the Mishra's Bauble happens to be in the graveyard, well, the Jeskai Ascendancy says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures get +1/+1 and untap those creatures. So if you cast a Mishra's Bauble with an Emery, Emery is gonna untap, and then you crack the Mishra's Bauble, you repeat that process, bring back the Mishra's Bauble. So you're gonna have like a gigantic creature. And you can actually do this the moment Emery actually comes down on the battlefield as well, because if you already have the Cori-Steel cutter on the battlefield, you can attach it to Emery instantly, giving it haste, which can tap immediately and then grab back Mishra's Bauble and repeat that process until you can have 20/20 with the trample, since Cori-Steel cutter is also giving it trample as well. So that's what we're going to be working with here. Now, being able to assemble this combo might be a little bit of a challenge, so we'll have to see how this one goes. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Thomas BO3 to show you guys how that does. So let's hop on over. All right. We got a pretty decent hand. Turn 1 Emery. Okay, never mind. No, my Emery. Okay. I'm just gonna play these out. So I have Metallic Rebuke up. Okay. There's 3 cards in the yard. This is 4, and then that's 5. We're 1 off, huh? There's a lot of Chrome Mox coming out. If I Surveil, I put 2 more cards in the yard. That's 6 cards. That's not enough, right? It's another land. Do I want this? I feel like I kind of do need lands at the moment. Okay, Brainstorm. They got a land. Ooh, that's juicy. Okay. I'll fill up the graveyard with the Emery. And I'll get rid of everything except the artifacts. Boom. Okay, more of these. We drew all 4 copies of Chrome Mox, by the way, this game. I'm gonna shuffle that away. Portable Hole. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. I'll take that. I will definitely take that. So we know opponent doesn't have a removal spell, otherwise they would have used it. Okay, so they just drew a Orcish Bowmaster. Sure. Cori-Steel Cutter. Okay, so it seems like they have a Spell Pierce. Let's play the Chrome Mox. Do they have a Spell Pierce? I probably want to exile these so I can play the Portable Hole. But then again, do we really care about Bowmaster at the moment? I don't think so.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating...
Oh, it's a hymn deck. Wait, what? In an Esper deck, playing him? I don't know. Seems a little bit sus. We do have the best card against them, Cori-Steel Cutter, right? Okay. Boom. Boom. I'm just gonna play the other Mox Ember. I'll Portal Hole the Orcish Bowmaster. I guess I should have maybe attacked first. I guess this tapping with the Mox Ember right now doesn't really make sense. Thinking about it, because it only taps for blue mana. Right? Okay. Let's attack. And I'm just gonna pass. I just don't think I care about these Bowmasters too much at the moment. Like, I only care about the frog, really. Like, if a frog comes down, I just want a Portable Hole. Also, another player playing an Otawara as their land base. So, again, they can't use a Mystic Sanctuary right now. Okay. I think opponent just dipped. I don't know. Not sure what happened. It is so hard to beat a resolved Cori-Steel Cutter as a Demir deck, though. Alright, a little bit anticlimactic, but there it is. Okay. Hopefully the Tamio doesn't die. Steam Vent. Spell Pierce. We don't want to draw that. I'm gonna get a Meticulous Archive here. Okay, it could have been a Brainstorm as well. Chrome Mox. Okay, we want to keep that. Might have to, Jeskai Ascendancy might have to, just go bye-bye. You know?
Oh! How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Yep.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down.
I don't think playing this Mox Ember kind of makes sense here. I think I'll just hold on to Mox Ember next turn with the Steel Cutter. I think they have a Brainstorm. I think so. If they Blood Moon, I don't think I care. Seems like a Blood Moon angle. Not a Blood Moon. So they can kill my Tamio, but they're gonna lose their Tamio as well. Okay, it was a Flare of Denial. I do have another Source, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using it. I feel like I should, right? If I just get another land here. Okay. Sure. Yeah, seems like potentially like a Blood Moon angle. Play the Cori-Steel Cutter. Now, if a Blood Moon comes out, I'm kind of in a pretty bad spot, right? Because I lost my Chrome Mox. Seems like this is a Flame of Benor. Okay, we'll hold on to a Metallic Rebuke then. I think I have to play the Mistress Bauble. I don't think I have a choice. A Subtlety, that's pretty good. Ooh, there we go. Thunder Trap, pretty good. Into a Flame of Benor. I hope they use it now. Darn, they didn't use it. I think I have to wait. Wow. That's crazy. That they wouldn't use Flame of Benor there. It's crazy.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Yeah, I'll try to force it maybe. Okay. Well, unfortunately, they are going to get their Flame of Benor value. But I think maybe the damage has already been done. Kind of. Yeah. They're gonna Flame Lenore now. Draw 2. But like I said, I think the damage has already been done. If I can draw like I don't know, like a Brainstorm. Yeah, so we can if we can like draw like a Brainstorm,
How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Treasure Cruise. All of those are really good options. I mean, I guess even like a Portable Hole is really good, I would say. Oof. Land was probably the worst draw there. Emery. Okay. It was a lightning bolt. Why wouldn't you just subtlety though? I don't know. I feel like that's a mistake. Okay, it was a Snapcaster Mage. I think we lost. Unfortunately. Another Emery. Yeah, we'll top it. Man, these monks are so sad right now. I think it's just probably best to leave. So we are in a little bit of a bind. They are playing 4 copies of Flammable Nor, which is pretty much a nail in the coffin for me. I'll probably do something like this. I'll cut like a copy of a Jeskai Ascendancy. I don't think Portable Hole is very good in this matchup. Although, it does get rid of a Tameo, like a transformed Tameo. We'll go with this. Alright. Much better.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
We'll get rid of you. We're drawing lands, which is good. Another Tameo.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Okay. So we got got a lot of things we can do here. We can hide the Brainstorm, play the Emery, play Bauble, Chrome, Emery for 1. Leave up Swords plus Metallic Rebuke. And we'll Chrome Mox. Decline and all Emery. We got a Cori-Steel cutter though. Okay, I'll take that. I think I made a mistake by cracking the Mishra's Bubble, by the way. Because now I don't have, I can't have both the Swords plus a Metallic Rebuke. I think I let that go and then just draw into Treasure Cruise. And then let Tammy attack. Yeah, that's definitely my fault. I forgot about the Metallic Rebuke requiring another, you know. I think that was definitely my mistake. It was certainly my mistake there. That lands, huh? Another Tamio. Okay. So currently, like, the problem is, we'll just pass like this. All right. I'll play Tamio.
I've read nearly the
I'll pass
entire
like this.
library.
Galvanic Discharge. All Swords. Okay, well, let's hope the last card they have is not a Brainstorm. It was not. Draw in response. I need a Chrome Mox. Really? Okay, that's fine. Acceptable. think I might just go Narset immediately. I'll go Narset. If I can. They're gonna Surgical the Treasure Cruise. Okay. 1 for 1, eye for an eye. Sure. I think we just discard this. It's not doing anything at the moment. Ooh, nice. What we really need is like a Flage, right? Need a Flage right now. I'll actually hold on to Mishra's Bauble for next turn. I'll Emery first. And I'll Mishra's Bauble. Metallic Rebuke. I think we want to top that in case some opponent has another Flame of Anor. Anger. Cameo? Cameo? Okay, so we have one way we can win, and that is Flage at the moment. I'll top up Cameo. Since we can get back some cards here. Are you gonna Surgical the Mishra's Bauble? Okay, sure. Okay, can we see Flage? No Flage. I don't think we won Tamio.
Is there a
Okay, never mind. Got another Tamio anyways. Man, the Flage is actually gonna come out at the very end. It's actually not gonna come out until the very last moment. Kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. I think we lost. I think we lost here. GG's. It's a mulligan. That's a keep.
read nearly the entire library.
If I can land a Jeskai Ascendancy next turn, that'd be actually pretty sick. Although, it does seem like this is, show and tell. Yep, it seems like it's a show and tell. Chalice? Show and tell deck that's playing Chalice, maybe? Yeah, okay, I have no idea what they're playing. I have no freaking clue. Honestly, the only 1-mana card are like Portable Hole, Swords, Brainstorm. I could just Jeskai Ascendancy, but I still don't know what they're playing. I want to leave up the Metallic Rebuke. It could be a show and tell that's playing Chalice. Who knows? Right? Who knows? I'm just going to do this and draw a card. Okay, sure. Let us attack. Oh, Brainstorm doesn't work. Almost made a mistake. I could Otawara the Chalice. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sink. Sink. Man. Sure. Kept it on top again. Harbinger? Seems like it's not a show and tell deck. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a show and tell deck. 3 cards in the yard. Okay, Cori-Steel Cutter, pretty hot. Cori-Steel Cutter. I think I still want to hold on to this, but I don't know. Probably just better to draw a card. All right. I'll draw another one. Another Steel Cutter. Okay. So, this is like a prison deck? Seems like a prison deck or something. They could very well be on a show and tell too, though. I definitely want wear and tear. That's for sure. I don't want portable hole, since the chalice is gonna block it anyways. I do want Flage. And I think I might want Flusterstorm. I'm gonna cut a bubble. I'm gonna cut a Jeskai Ascendancy. Looks like I can't bring Flusterstorm. And I'll cut maybe a copy of a Tameo. Boom. Okay. So opponent does have a Stifle. That's something that I need to watch out for. They play Stifle. I might want to like play around that. Okay, they fetched Undercity Sewer. I think I'm just gonna go ahead. I think I'm just going to Chrome Mox right now. Oh, they have Commandeer. Interesting. They have a Commandeer. No, my other Narset. Dark Ritual into the One Ring. It was a One Ring deck. What to do? I think I just leave up Metallic Rebuke. I don't know. Like, that's all I can do, I think. So we definitely want, like, Flute in this matchup. If they Bowmaster, I'll Swords. Test of Talent? Really? Kinda weird. Alright, we just did not see anything. Okay, Flute. In the first shore. So Tameo's definitely coming in, going first. I'm actually gonna cut a Swords. I'm actually gonna cut Wear and Tear as well. And for the last card, maybe Emery. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Frickin' Stifles, man. So again, like, they might have a Stifle. Right, they might have a Stifle here. I could potentially, like, play around it. Or I can try to transform this now. I think there's a pretty high chance they might have a Stifle. And I should probably have Metallic Rebuke up, so I shouldn't crack this. Okay. Frickin' Stifles, man. Excellent. Okay, they 100% have a Stifle. I think otherwise they would have cracked that. 100%. Like 1000% by the way. 1000%. Okay, Cori-Steel Cutter. Excellent. We can't crack this, by the way, so I'm just gonna play the Mox Ember and attack with the Tamiyo and pass. However, maybe I can play the Cori-Steel Cutter now. It's just like, if they play something impactful on, like, for 2 mana next turn. The thing is, they also play Dark Ritual. I think I have to pass, thinking about it. We'll try to transform the Tamiyo next turn. I think we can. And we're gonna pass. We'll have a lot more land with the Emery because we have another Mox Ember. Yep, this is a Stifle mana. 100%. 1000%. Okay, so... we're gonna draw. Okay, land. Fantastic. And... let's pass. Alright, so... let's tap that. And then play a Sacred Foundry. Play the Cori-Steel Cutter. Oh, did I just tap it wrong? So it was a mana drain. I tapped it wrong, man. I frickin' tapped it wrong. And I'm going to crack it. What a mistake that was, man. I just tapped it wrong. Like an idiot. I just tapped it wrong, man. Because my plan was to actually get back the Cori-Steel Cutter and then play it again. But... yeah. I needed to tap red. I thought I did, by the way. Right? I thought I did. So they went with the Sheoldred. We do have a swords. They're playing around Metallic Rebuke pretty well. They went with the Brazen Bee. I'll try to kill it. This might be one ring, but I can't really stop it. We'll just have to try to win with what we got. I'll play the Emery first. Another bauble. Didn't mill anything. Okay, we do have a Cori-Steel cutter at least, so we're gonna proc that. It wasn't one ring, so that's wonderful. Alright. We're gonna proc the Cori-Steel cutter now.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating smell.
There's that one ring. I'm gonna fix my top. Although that is a 0 on a card. But it's probably just better to draw. Wear and tear not gonna do anything against the one ring. What happened to like opponents like Chalice and stuff like that? Okay, we do have 2 copies of Disruptor Flute, so hopefully we can get it. Yeah, hopefully we can get that. Very nice. And then we're going to play the other Chrome Mox. Decline. And I'm going to attack with you. Then draw a card. I think I'm gonna leave up white for potential like source draw.
I'd love to hear stories from your home. I am not defenseless.
I guess I didn't even have to play the Chrome Mox because I had Emery, and we can't even deal damage here, right? Narset. Okay, good thing I didn't actually crack the bauble, by the way. I was thinking about it on their upkeep.
I have just the trick for this.
I was actually thinking about it.
Words can't fix everything.
Into a Bowmaster. Okay, and then we draw Rebuke. They didn't leave up a mana drain, so that's really good.
Use your words.
I mean, Narset has to die? Okay, sure. That was actually a pretty cool deck opponent was playing. Alright, we took a look at a little bit of this deck today. So, at Jeskai Ascendancy, I feel like it's a bit slow. However, there's a big caveat to why like we couldn't really get these out, by the way. So in Timeless, like we saw these multiple times in our hand, but we couldn't actually play them. And that's all really thanks to the fact that we were playing Chrome Mox. not to say like Chrome Moxing, like Narset or Jeskai Ascendancy is that bad, because it does help our case against like things like Blood Moon or Harbinger of the Seas, which did come out in 2 different matches. However, the problem with the Chrome Mox is that you do have to exile, right, one of these cards. In turn, what ends up happening is, because we only play 2 copies of each, between, you know, self-milling with things like Emery and Chrome Mox, exiling these cards, these just go away eventually. However, if we did have Mox Opal instead of Chrome Mox, this issue just entirely disappears, right? Then we don't have to have Chrome Mox to play around things like Blood Moon or Harbinger. We have Mox Opal for that, if we did have it in Timeless. And that would mean that we don't have to exile these, which means if we do draw it, we are eventually going to play them and potentially see the effects of these cards a little bit more. But as it stands right now, because we play Chrome Mox instead, 99% of the time, we're going to be exiling these. Because 1, they're pretty slow, and 2, they're triple color, right? So very, very good incentive if you have it in your opening hand, and then you have a Chrome Mox. There's almost guaranteed that you are going to exile these, which means 90% of the game, I'm just eyeballing numbers here, you're not going to see these cards come out and see the effects of them, which is exactly what happened in the matches that I played. We never really got to see these cards come out and do something crazy. That said, I actually really like the core package of this, the on the left side. I do really like this a lot. So even without these, you can definitely win with these very easily. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing because I kind of wanted to see the Jeskai Ascendancy combo with Emery. And you can even do this combo the turn Emery comes out thanks to Cori-Steel Cutter, because the Cori-Steel Cutter can just attach to Emery, giving it haste, right? So that's the combo here, but unfortunately, like, the Timeless is... But unfortunately, like, again, like, this is, like, what? A 3-card combo that needs, like, Mishra's Bubble in the graveyard as well, so that's kind of like a 4-card combo. So, yeah, that's not really gonna happen. I mean, I guess you could say, like, without the Cori-Steel Cutter, you have, like, 3-card combo, but the problem with this is you can just chump block this because the Cori-Steel Cutter is the one that's giving it trample, right? Yeah, that's my 2 cents. I think the sideboard was okay. And yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.